they will come. How is there? Kaveri? Vishwajit absent. Vishwajit is absent. Chandrakant. Oh, he called me. He is not coming. He will come at evening or the next batch. He will come. He will join the next batch. Okay. So what about the homework? What? Not completed. What was the homework? And then reading the sentences. No? Yes. Now look. If I forget to give you homework, but I had given you in the class. I forget to write in WhatsApp group. I had not written there in WhatsApp group. I not sent the HW there in group, but I had given you in the class. Get it? I had given you in the class. So if I forget to write there or to send into the group, then please try to complete your homework. And our homework is very simple. Very, very simple. Just making the negative sentences or question sentences and reading the loudly. Okay. Just read the loudly. This is important. Another one is making negative and question sentences. Okay. One day we will take a revision of negative and question sentences in the class. But you try to make the sentences. You try to make the sentences by your own mind, and it's very easy. However you have written the sentences here in the class, just transform it into the negative form by using not. Getting? And if you want to make the question sentences, then just put their auxiliary verb. That is we call yes no type question. Yes no type question. Okay. Question sentences is different. WH sentences, they are different. What is your name? Where are you living? Okay. What's happened? So all that, they are different. And yes no type question, they are different. Getting? So try to complete your homework in time. And you have to tell a story today. Getting? You have to tell a story today. So I hope you will make the story and you will tell me. If there is a problem, then don't worry. Tomorrow you make it. Prep tomorrow. Sora, you sit here. Where? Huh? There is no chair. There is falling the water on the chair. You sit here. Yes. Ishvara Sahya Karare. Okay. Sit down. Ayush, where you can? Avdut, where you can sit?
After the classes, my uncle is coming to take.
Okay. To take you. It's coming. No problem. Very good.
Yesterday
Keep your bag there.
Yesterday he come to go.
Give me your bag. Yesterday
They
he
come
came,
to
no?
Mazalgaon.
Yesterday
They come
Okay.
in Mazalgaon.
Okay. He came yesterday in Mazalgaon.
For
What is
2
that?
days.
It's so heavy. Okay now. Now your place is there. Okay. Comfortable? Feeling comfortable?
Yes.
Huh? Soham? Feeling comfortable now? Put that back there. Ah, yes. Yes. You can sit like this also, no problem. But just don't sleep. Look at me and listen my sentences and practice your sentences. Huh? Okay. So now, yesterday we learned. That is no.
There is
and there was. There is and there was. It is oversleep. There is and there was. What the sentence that we had learned yesterday? There is and there was. Okay. Now today we are going to learn the sentences of there are, and yes, there were. There are and there were. Okay. So these sentences today we are going to practice. Okay. Now look here. Far from me. Far from me. So there are some things. Okay. So many things are there. So to this we use auxiliary verb are or were in past. Okay. There is only one thing. So we use is or was to show a single thing. It is one. Okay. But more than one, Keshav, more than one, there are so many things or objects. To show it, we use are, were. Is, was only for singular object or singular thing. Okay. Suppose there is a chair, so I can say there is a chair. Or there was a chair. But there are so many chairs, so I can use there are chairs. There are chairs, not chair. Mayuresh, what you are writing there? Everyone, please, while I am speaking in the class, you please listen my words carefully. Listen my sentences. Okay. Now, so plural things or plural object we have to put there in a sentence after are and were. Okay. There were chairs. There are chairs. There were chairs. There are tables. There were tables. Okay. There are people, not peoples. There are people. There were people. There are men. There were men or women. Get it? So like this. There are children. There were children. Okay, not children's. Not people's. Mayuresh, look at me. It's very important. Okay. So yes, and if my word is there in good pronunciation, then try to produce that word like important. Okay. So utter the same word if you hear the correctly. Okay, the sentences. Do you understand how we have to make the sentences? Ready? Everyone? Everyone, the difference between this is and that is like that. There is and there was or there were. Getting? Plural and singular. Everybody? Ready? Ready for the making sentences? Okay. First one sentence you please write down in your notebook. There are tables or there were tables, anything. So I may use this camera so you can, your parents can watch you there at home. Okay. So now, yes, you can write, but if you, yes, you can write. There are. Vishwajit, why are you late today? Okay. There is, but yesterday we used there is, na? Yesterday we made the sentences from there is. Now we have to make Rohan. If you want to speak, Soham. If you want to speak, then speak in English. Don't talk in Marathi. What, Mayuresh? Okay, one minute. What? There? Okay, yes. We can say na, there are friends. There are friends. We can say that. So, to the singular thing we have to use is or was in past. And while we are showing the plural objects. Okay, Vishwajit, you are looking here. So, if we want to use in plural form, then we have to use were or are. Were is a past and are is a present. Okay. Here we are. So we can use there are students. There are. Okay. If there are students, but now they are means they were yesterday. So we can say there were students. Got it? In the past time and the present time. Okay. Everybody first tell me there are sentences, and then we will see there were sentences. Okay. We will tell the first. Who will tell? 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 Ha. Kaveri.
There are countries.
There are countries. Yes. Sonakshi.
There are chairs.
There are chairs.
There are friends.
There are friends.
There are bottles.
No. Again. One thing. What we did yesterday. So like that. Today also we have to produce the correct pronunciation. You have to try. We have to try to produce the correct pronunciation. Yes.
There are tigers.
There are
Tigers.
tigers. Yes. Sonakshi. One
There
more.
are people.
There are people, not peoples.
People.
People, huh?
There are tables.
There are tables.
There are bags. There
There-
are bags. There
Okay.
are balls.
Yes.
There are flowers.
There are
Flowers.
flowers. Huh? Yes.
There are books.
There are books. I forget your name. Sorry.
Utkarsh.
Utkarsha. Okay. Utkarsha Vag hamare. Huh? Correct? Okay. Huh.
There are teachers.
There are teachers.
There are boats.
There are boats.
There are pens.
There are pens. Huh,
There
Abhay?
are exam pads. There are compass. There are maps. There are board. There are parties.
Okay. Don't look into the book and now tell.
There are dogs. There are halls.
Hmm?
There are fans.
Hmm?
There are cars.
Yes.
There are bikes.
Okay.
There are boats.
One minute. We will finish first round. We'll finish first round. Tell lot sentences in first round, everyone, and then randomly we'll ask. Okay. Now, Mrunali, tell a lot sentences. Huh?
There are.
One minute. Huh? Huh?
There are bags. There are bags. There are balls. There are bells. There are teachers. There are apples. There are banana.
Okay. How she had said the sentences. Huh? Everyone, please tell the sentences. Now you can write. But while you are telling me the sentences, now don't look into the notebook. Huh? Just directly tell me. Huh?
There are tables. There are fans. There are mats. There are chairs. There are boats. There are cars. There
Okay.
are t-shirts.
Yes.
There are mobiles.
There are.
There are bags. There are bottles.
Okay. Yes. Huh? Sonakshi.
There are chairs. There are whiteboard. There are
Boards, whiteboards, chairs.
whiteboards. There are mats.
Yes.
There are
Mobiles.
There are bulbs.
Bulbs.
There are whiteboards.
Yes.
There are fans.
Yes.
There are people.
There are people. People, huh? Not peoples, huh?
There are schools. There are homes. There are
Homes.
homes. There are sharpeners.
Yes.
There are bus stand. There are hospital. There
Yes.
are forest.
Yes. Okay. Kaveri. Sorry. Kartiki.
There are teachers. There are fans. There are boats. There are mats. There are halls. There
Prithviraj,
are colleges.
go friend.
There are schools. There are rubber. There are sunglasses. There are
Hmm.
glass. There are
Please move. Tell him. Yes, Kaveri.
There are unseen creatures. There are glass stones. There are mermaids. There are shining stars. There are galaxies. There are planets. There are
Okay. You said there are shining stars. Okay. Shining stars. There are shining stars. So shining stars, they are noun. Huh? Shining, though it is a verb, but now it is playing a role like a noun. Okay. Huh. Avadhuta.
there is stone.
There are
There are stones.
stones.
There are stones. There are
Suraj.
bones. There are iron.
Uh,
There are chains. There are
Shivansh. Go friend.
iron. There are silver.
Go.
There
Arno, go
are
friend.
gold,
Go.
there
Go.
are diamonds.
Sumit, go friend. Huh? Yes. Okay, 1 minute. Huh? Vidya.
There are students. There are
All the students, go front. Huh?
There are students. There are class. There are players. There are captains. There are teachers. There are fans.
Okay, very good. Onkar.
There are sky.
There are skies.
Skies.
Huh.
There are birds. There
Okay.
are animals.
Yes.
There are blackboard.
Yes.
There are fan plates.
Yeah.
Fan plates.
Okay.
There are pens.
Yes.
There are pads.
Yes.
There are classes.
Yes. Correct.
There are teachers.
Very good.
There are bags.
Very good. Huh.
There are doctor. There are nurse.
Yes.
There are hospital. There are hostel.
Yes.
There are rooms.
Yes.
There are hands.
Yes.
There are whiteboards.
Yes.
There are notes.
Yes.
There are notebooks.
Yes. Very good.
There are books.
Yes.
There are
Very good. Vishwajit.
There are basics, there are malls, there are dolls,
Huh?
there are cities,
Yes.
there are managers, there are ATM,
Hmm.
there are
ATM machines. Huh?
ATM machines, there are roads,
Yes.
there are village,
Yes.
there are
Okay.
bus stands,
Keshav. Very good. Bus stands.
there are gardens, there are temples.
Look at me. Look at me. Huh?
There are rivers, there are temples, there are
Temples.
hospitals,
Temples. Look at me. Huh?
there are birds, there are animals, there are chairs, there are mats,
Okay. Swapnil.
there are schools, there are books,
There are.
there are books, there are farms, there are roads, there are malls, there are halls,
Yes.
there are classes,
Yes.
there are teachers,
Yes.
there are students,
Yes. Correct. Correct. Okay. Huh? Yes. Here. There are.
There are shops, there are bags, there are shops, there are bags, there are fish,
Speak loudly.
there.
Loudly. Okay. Pranav. Loudly. Huh?
There are seeds, there are plants, there are trees, there are branches, there are
Branches.
branches, there are roots, there are seeds, there are fruits, there are flowers,
There are.
forest.
Okay. Yes. Soham.
There are plants, there are teachers, there are students, there are bulbs, there are fans, there are principals, there are malls,
Huh?
there are blackboard, there are whiteboards,
Yes.
there are books,
Huh?
there are notebooks,
Hmm.
there are shopkeepers,
Very good.
there are innkeepers,
Yes. Correct. Prathamesh.
there are schools,
Yes.
there are hospitals, there are hotels, there are markets,
There are
there are hospitals, there are
hospitals.
there are trees,
Yes. Correct. Venkatesh.
there are chairs, there are tables, there are carpenters, there are engineers, there are innkeepers, there are shopkeepers, there are painters,
There are.
there are there are
There are.
bikes, there are cars, there are bags, there are t-shirts,
Okay.
there are notebooks, there are books,
Okay.
there
Ishwar.
are-
Look at here. Look at here.
there are
Look at here.
there are-
Don't look into the notebook. Look at me. Huh.
there are doctors, there are soldiers, there are police, there are teachers, there are managers, there are shopkeepers, there are principals,
Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yuraj.
there are hospitals, there are doctors, there are teachers, there are trees, there are plants, there are planets,
Hmm.
there are countries,
Okay. Shripad.
there are blackboard, there are chairs,
There are backboards. There are chairs.
there are blackboards, there are chairs, there are planets,
There are
there are planets, there are birds, there are fans,
fans.
there are fans, there are mobiles,
Mobile. Yes.
they are malls, they are shopkeeper, they are keeper, they are
Keepers.
keepers, they are painters,
Painters. Huh. Yes. Srinivas.
There are farmers, there are stones, there are soils, there are
There are.
there are doctors, there are hospitals, there are roads,
villages, there are cities, there are planets, there
Okay,
are
yes,
suns,
correct.
there are-
Mayuresh.
There are astronauts, there are
Astronauts.
astronauts, there are smart watches, there are universe, there are goldsmiths, there are blacksmiths, there are pencils, there are gamers, there are YouTubers.
Okay, yes, Samartha.
There are chair, there are mat, there are blackboard, there are pen, there are
Books.
books.
Huh.
There
Gaurav.
are teachers, they are pen,
They are
they are pen,
pens.
they are
There are pens. Huh. Prithviraj.
they are pens, managers, they are boss,
Yes, bosses.
they are dolls,
Dolls.
they are kidnappers,
Yes, correct.
they are cars,
Okay, correct.
They are-
Yes, okay. Suraj.
they are fans, they are
Fans.
fans, they are teachers, they are
Teachers.
they are books, they are notebooks, they are
Trees. Huh?
they are hospitals,
Yes.
they are hotels,
Okay.
they are bikes, they are cars, they are carpenters, they are teachers, they are
Okay. Huh. Yes. Huh.
they are planets,
Karan.
they are teachers, they are principal, they are fan, they are white blackboard, they are white
Blackboards.
blackboard, they are cars, they are students,
There are.
they are
Okay, yes. Huh. Can you?
There are men, there are women, there are chairs, there are eggs, there are tables, there are mangoes, there are flowers, there are stones, there are trees, there are
Okay, very good. Abhay.
there are dams, there are rivers, there are godowns, there are workers, there are farmers, there are shops, there are apples, there are banks, there are boats, there are farms, there are halls, there are parties, there are chairs, there are boats, there are godowns.
Very good. Okay. Naitik.
There are airports, there are railway stations, there are shops, there are hospitals, there are hotels, there are roads.
There are.
There are roads, there are cars, there are bikes, there are malls, there are bags, there are books, there are notebooks, there are mats, there are chairs, there are boys, there are halls.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
there are chairs, there are mat, there are whiteboard, there are mobile stand,
There are
there are mobile, there are
mobiles.
there are watches, there are smartwatches,
Okay.
there are wire.
Okay.
there
Very
are
good.
fans,
Shashikant.
There are fans.
There are
There are homes. There are
homes.
There are homes. There are teachers. There are chairs. There are pads.
There are.
There are boards. There are pens. There are pads. There are
Yes.
books.
Huh.
There are books. There are notebooks. There are water tanks. There are
Speak
boards.
loudly.
There are blackboard, there are whiteboard, there are apples, there are homes, there are flowers, there are plants, there
Okay. Yes. Arnav.
there are flowers, there are teachers, there are mobiles, there are phones, there are mobile stands, there are chairs, there are mats,
Shivansh. Sit
There
well.
are
now.
students.
Sit well. Sit well.
there are homes, there are schools, there are hotels, there are
Picnic spots. Okay. Yes. Sumit.
There are cars, there are bikes, there are schools, there are hospitals, there are shops, there are plants, there are trees, there are shops, there are hospitals, there are hotels, there are
Okay. Yes. Rohan. There are.
hospital, there are doctor, there are nurse, there are medical, there are
Nurses. Huh? Medicals. Doctors. Teachers. Huh.
there are teacher, there are blackboards, there are
Okay. Yes. Huh. Vishal.
there are gamers, there are YouTubers,
There are.
hospitals, there are buildings, there are chairs, there are pens, there are mobiles, there are mats, there are fans, there are bulbs,
Okay, yes.
there are cars, there are sunglasses, there are jeeps, there are airplanes, there are bulbs, there are fans, there are scooters, there are bikes.
Okay, stop. Now please listen carefully, everyone, please. Now don't write, please listen. Everyone, please listen me. I have made here something on the board. Okay. It's not the specific name. But if you want give the specific name, then you can say 0 and etc like that. Okay. But here is 1 0 1. Okay. Ishwar, please. It's a very serious topic. Now if there is only one thing, then we have to use there is. Okay. But there are so many things. Okay. So here is a chair. So we can say there is a chair. But there are lot chairs. So we have to say there are chairs. Okay. Give me notebook and that register also. That book also. Notebook also. How many registers are there? 2. There are 2. So what we can use the sentence there? There are. Getting? There are, because in my hand there are 2 notebooks. Okay? In my hand there are 2 notebooks, not a single notebook. So we have to say there are 2 notebooks or there are notebooks. Okay, if you want put their number, then you add their number. There are 3, there are 4, there are 5 notebooks or main or student, okay, or fans or chairs or bicycles or cycles or whatever that you want tell. So just you want add their numbers, then add the numbers, no problem. Okay, but now here is only one. So what you can say, Omkar? There is, because a single notebook in my hand. So you can say there is. Okay. So suppose there are so many notebooks in my hand, then you have to use there are. Okay. There are. Not they are. There are. Say there are. There are. Don't say loudly. Don't say so loudly. One minute. Don't say so loudly, but say something louder. Okay. There are. Not completely are. Huh? There are. There are. Okay. So there are notebooks. There are men's. Understand? Huh? So please, Prithviraj, look at me. So everyone will make now the sentences of there are. Okay. Randomly I'll ask you and tell me fast sentences. Energetic class. If the viewers watching our class, then they think that how the energetic class is this. Okay. Yes, Kaveri.
There are memories.
There are fans.
There are ladders.
There are ladders.
There are cables.
There are cables.
There are cities.
There are cities.
There are things.
There are things.
There are students.
There are students.
There are dreamers.
There are dreamers.
There are
Medicines.
yes, medicines. There are cameras.
There are killers.
There are hospitals.
There are hospitals.
There are glasses.
There are glasses.
There are notes.
There are notes.
There are watches. There are watches.
There are schools.
There are schools.
There are teachers.
There are teachers.
There are demand.
There are
Demand.
demands.
Demand.
Demands. Okay, yes.
There are comets.
There are comets.
There are caps.
There are caps.
There are
There are garments. Sumit.
There are students.
There are students. Sumit.
There are chairs.
There are chairs.
There are malls.
There are malls.
There are officers.
There are officers.
There are colleges.
There are colleges.
There are zoos.
There are zoos.
There are asteroids.
There are asteroids.
There are bank managers.
There are bank managers.
There are teachers.
There are teachers.
There are blackboards.
There are
Blackboards.
okay.
There are apps.
There are apps.
There are rubbers.
There are rubbers.
There are caroms.
There are caroms.
There are notebooks.
There are notebooks.
There are servants.
There are servants.
There
So
are crickets. There are crickets.
There are waterfalls.
There are water
There
parks.
are principals.
There are principals.
There are bulbs.
There are bulbs. There are bulbs.
There are bulbs. There are classes.
There are classes.
There are windows.
There are windows.
There are mats.
There are mats.
There are fans.
There are fans.
There are sports.
There are sports.
There are things.
There are dreams.
There are images.
There are images.
There are animals.
There are animals.
There are villages.
There are
There are vegetables.
vegetables. There are vegetables.
There are persons.
There are pulsars.
There are things.
There are dreams.
There
Keshav.
are departments.
Themes.
There are departments.
There are departments.
There are apartments.
There are apartments.
There are riders.
There are riders. Huh?
There are
There are shops.
There are things.
There are themes.
There
Kings.
are players.
There are players.
Ghost riders.
There are ghost riders.
There are mobiles.
There are mobiles.
There are foods.
There are foods.
There are
Keshav.
vegetables.
There are riders.
There are writers.
There are Disney princesses.
There are yes.
There are cameras.
There are cameras.
There are trampolines.
There are
Trampolines.
okay. Huh.
There are apples.
There are athos.
There are
Mronali. There are yes.
There are cities.
There are cities. Yes.
There are teams.
There are teams.
There are drivers.
There are drivers.
There are workers.
There are workers.
There are bikers.
There are bikers.
There are bike riders.
There are bike riders.
There are soldiers.
There are soldiers.
There are officers.
There are
cabins.
okay.
There are commanders.
There are commanders.
There are mice.
There are
Mice.
mines. Very good.
There are mechanicals.
There are mechanicals.
There are captains.
There are captains.
There are engineers.
There are engineers.
There are ghost riders.
There are ghost riders.
There are
Huh.
there are viewers.
There are weavers.
There are blackboards.
There are
Blackboards.
okay.
There are servants. There are owners.
Yes.
They are
Okay.
they are teachers.
There are teachers. There are
There are avengers.
there are gamers.
There are gamers.
There are YouTubers.
There are dancers.
Dancers. Keshav.
There are singers. There are temples. There are rivers. There are villages.
Okay. Vishwajit. Very good.
Mountains.
Mountains.
There are jeeps.
There are chips.
There are mothers.
Okay. Correct. Very good. Vishwajit. Huh. Kaveri.
There are jeans. There are soulmates.
There are
Jeans. There are soulmates.
okay.
There are brains.
There are brains. Huh. Sonakshi.
There are cities.
There are cities.
There are pouches.
There are pouches.
There are colors.
There are colors.
There are servants.
There are servants.
There are
Huh.
there are legends.
There are legends.
Carpenters.
There are carpenters.
There are players.
There are players.
There are steps.
There are steps.
There are writers.
There are writers.
There are farmers.
There are farmers.
There are cars.
There are cars.
There are cattle.
There are couples. Huh?
There are shooters.
There are shooters.
There are football.
There are football players. Sumit.
There are hotels.
There are
Hotels.
okay.
There are solar systems.
There are solar
There
systems.
are skulls.
There are skulls.
There are flowers.
There are flowers. Huh?
There are
There are
there are cricket players.
huh?
They are footballers.
There are footballers.
There are hackers.
There are hackers.
There are tailors.
There are tailors.
There are subscribers.
There are subscribers.
There are panthers.
There are panthers.
There are followers.
There are bowlers.
There are IPL matches.
There are IPL matches.
There are
There are horses. Sonakshi.
There are countries.
There are countries.
There are followers.
There are followers.
There are trucks.
There are trucks.
There are teams.
There are teams.
There are AC.
There are ACs.
There are players.
There are players. Keshav. There are machines. Write down, huh? Write in complete form. Don't write only one word.
There are houses.
There are houses.
There are
Huh, Avdut.
There are mountains.
There are mountains.
There are my farm.
There are my farms. Okay, very good.
Stadiums.
There are use the pronouns now, huh?
There are YouTubers.
There are YouTubers.
There are colleges.
There are colleges.
There are classes.
There are classes. Now use pronouns. Pronouns, huh?
There are
Electric boards.
There are electric boards.
smarts.
There are smarts. Okay, very good.
There are our
There are our babies. Very good.
there
There are subscribers.
They are our
There are our water parks.
There are followers.
There are our followers. Use pronouns now.
There are my fans.
There are my fans.
There are aeroplanes.
There are aeroplanes.
There are habits.
There are habits.
There are umpires.
There are umpires.
There are fans.
There are fans. There are beautifuls.
There are my colors.
There are
My colors.
my colleagues. There are contractors.
There are flags.
There are
Flags.
flags.
There are red
There are red pens.
pens.
There are intelligent.
There are intelligents.
There are YouTubers.
There are YouTubers.
There are my houses.
There are my houses.
There are my plots.
There are my
Plots.
plots.
There are my red pens.
There are my red pens.
There are my Superman.
There are my supermen.
There are your bike.
There are your bikes.
There are my heroes.
There are my heroes.
There are my shop and my godown.
Oh yes.
There are my actors.
There are my actors.
There are my riders.
Use different her, his, their, our. Huh.
They are my fans.
There are my fans.
So they are
There are.
our YouTube channels. So they are my mentions.
There.
There are my mentions.
There are my
Mentions.
There are my dreams.
dreams. There are. There are my properties.
There are libraries.
There are libraries. There are pilots. Vidya. There are my friends.
There are my life. There
There-
are my oceans.
Okay, there are my life. There are my lives. There are my oceans.
There are my planes.
There are my planes. Huh.
They are my teachers.
There are
My
my
friends.
facts.
There are your classes.
There are your classes.
There are your subscribers.
There are your subscribers.
They are my dog.
There are my dogs.
There are my pets.
Jobs.
Sir,
There are my
There are my mobile shops.
There are my pets.
There are my pets.
There are
Villages.
They are my friends.
Friends.
There are your players.
Suraj. Huh. Kaveri.
There are my poems. There are my stories. There are my novels. There are my critical.
Okay, very good. Yes.
There are
Shripad, why you are speaking to Soham?
There are our cows.
There are our cows.
There are villains.
There are villains. Okay,
There
Shivraj.
are my airports.
There are my airports. Very good.
There are your mobile shops.
There are your mobile shops.
There are my members.
There are
My members.
members. Very good.
They are your.
There are.
There are team.
There are.
Your team.
Okay, there are your teams. Teams. Huh.
There are your players.
There are your players.
There are my friends.
There are my friends.
There are our friends.
There are our
Friends.
friends.
There are your friends.
Look at me, huh? Mrunali.
There are body.
There are
Body.
bodies.
They are your painters.
There are your painters.
They are my.
There are.
They are my inspiration.
There are my inspirations.
There are our cricketers.
There are our cricketers.
There are my bus stop.
There are my
Bus stop.
bus stops.
Yes.
There are my
There are my selfies. Share. Okay. There is then. Huh.
There are my weapons.
Weapons. Very good. Huh. Kaveri.
There are more.
There are more. Huh.
There are
There are your
your haters.
haters.
There are dancers.
There are dancers. Yes. Mrunali, Apulki.
There are your our pets.
Pads.
There are our
Pads.
cows.
There are our
Cows.
cows. Okay.
There are our ladders.
There are our ladders. Suraj, do not speak in Marathi.
There are my
There are my
pieces.
PCs.
There are your money banks.
Money banks.
They are your gardens.
There are
There are your gardens.
gardens.
There are your homes.
Homes.
There are your,
Sumit. Okay.
There are my gaming chairs.
There are my
Gaming room.
gaming rooms. Huh.
There are my chairs.
There are my chairs.
There are my beds.
There are my mats. Rohan.
There are my,
Venkatesh.
there are my
Make Rohan make sentence. You are just looking here and there, huh?
There are my haters.
There are my haters.
There are my house. There are our stars.
Speak fast, huh?
There are our banks.
Huh.
There are our banks.
There are our banks.
There.
Huh, yes.
Sir, there are my bungalows.
Huh.
There are your singing rooms.
Write down the sentences, huh?
There are YouTubers.
There are YouTubers. Very good, Rohan.
There are my gaming phone.
Yes, correct. Yes, Gaurav.
There are your
There are your
water.
bottles. You say bottles. Don't say water, huh?
There are my workers.
There are my workers.
There are our school.
There are our schools.
There are my commanders.
There are my commanders. There are scientists. There are my favorite phones.
There are our schools. There are our exam centers.
There are our exam centers. There are buses. There are my buses. Okay, huh? Yes, Kaveri. Okay, yes, who is there, huh? Vishwajit. There are my home gates.
There are our teams.
There are
Our teams.
our teams. Okay.
There are your cars.
There are your cars. Soham.
There are your.
There are
There are your teams.
your teams.
There are
Prathamesh.
your college.
There are your college. Sri,
There are
Pranav.
our apps.
There are our apps. Mayuresh.
There are your college.
Colleges. Samartha. There are. You are just writing. Tell me the sentences.
There are chairs.
There are chairs. Gaurav.
There are your boats.
There are your boats. Huh?
There are your classes.
There are your classes.
There
Abhay.
are your sound system. There are your DJs.
Okay.
There players.
There are players.
There are our navy officers.
There are our navy officers.
There are speakers.
There are speakers.
They are your CEO.
There are your CEOs. Huh? Venkatesh.
There are my Lamborghini.
There are my.
Lamborghini.
Okay, yes. Ishwar.
There are computers.
There are computers.
There are my cycles.
There are my cycles.
There are my PA.
Yes.
They are.
PS.
They are my KTM.
What?
They are my KTM.
KTMs.
There are our enemies.
Enemies. Sonakshi.
There are my colleagues.
Colleges.
There are my uniforms.
Yes. Mrinali.
There are cycles.
Cycles.
There are armies.
Armies.
They are my thought.
My
Thought.
Thars.
There are your laptops.
There are your laptops.
There are my mouse.
Okay.
There are my Lamborghini.
Okay.
There are my laptops. There
Laptops.
are your computers.
Computers.
There are my diamonds.
Diamonds.
There are our cars.
Our cars.
There are my goals.
My goats.
There are bees.
Bees. Bees. Okay.
There are your jewelry.
There are your jewelry, huh?
There are your honeycombs.
Yes, Srinivas.
There are your market.
Okay, now use there were. There were. Use there were.
There were things.
There were things. There were. Use there were.
There were shops.
There were shops. Use there were. There were.
There were queens.
There were queens. Use there were. Mayuresh.
There were commanders.
There were and write down the sentences, huh?
There were books.
There were books. Yes. Huh?
There were flowers.
There were flowers.
There were cars.
There were cars. Yes. Okay. Huh?
There were notebooks.
There were notebooks.
There were ladders.
There were ladders.
There were pots.
There were pots.
There were sheep.
There were ships. Yes, Soham.
There were kings.
There were kings.
There were cars.
There were
Cars.
cars.
There were bikes.
There were bikes. Samartha. There were chairs. Vidya. There were malls. Huh?
There were rivers.
There were rivers. Sonakshi.
There were
Everybody, follow the instructions very carefully. Huh? Please do not speak in Marathi. Please.
There were friends.
There were friends. Huh? Sonakshi.
There were classes.
There were classes.
There were gyms.
There were jeeps. Huh? Mrunali.
There was mobiles.
There were mobiles. Huh?
There were letters.
There were ladders.
There was school.
There were school.
There were viewers.
Weavers.
There were YouTubers.
They were YouTubers.
There were money plants.
Money plants.
There were subscribers.
Subscribers.
They were riders.
They were riders.
They were ghost riders.
There were, not they were, huh? There were.
They were ghost riders.
There were ghost riders.
There were writers.
There were writers.
There were exam pads.
There were exam pads.
There were people.
There were people, yes.
There were cars.
There were cars.
There were workers.
There were workers.
There were hackers.
There were hackers, yes.
There were games.
There were games.
There were panthers.
There were panthers.
There were sharpshooters.
There were sharpshooters.
There were enemies.
There were.
There were enemies.
There were.
There were
Huh.
enemies. There were battles.
There were battles.
There were
There were cooks.
There were smartwatches.
There were.
There were smartwatches.
There were smartwatches.
There were books.
There were books.
There were eaters.
There were eaters. Okay. Yes.
There were cylinders.
There were cylinders.
There were photographers.
There were photographers.
There
Sumi.
were shops.
There were shops.
There were solar.
There were solar
panels.
panels.
There were grounds.
There were grounds.
There were painters.
There were painters.
There were flowers.
There were flowers.
There were doctors.
There-
There were police. There were collectors. There were painters. There were carpenters. There were cars.
Okay.
There were bikes. There were buses.
Okay. Yes.
There were asteroids.
There were asteroids.
There were teachers.
There were teachers.
There were friends.
There were.
There were friends. There were workers.
There were workers. Srinivas.
There were wars.
There were
Wars.
wars.
There were medicals.
Medicals.
There were homes.
There were homes.
There were rockets.
There were offices.
There were farmers.
There were farmers.
There were planets.
There were planets.
There were history.
There were histories.
There were hospitals.
There were hospitals.
There were houses.
There were houses.
There were boys.
Boys. Mrunali.
There were best friends.
There were best friends.
There were pens.
There were pens. Sonakshi.
There were classes.
There were classes. Okay. Yes. Kartiki.
There were shopkeepers. There were
Okay. Kaveri.
There were this. There were skins.
Okay. Yes.
There were army.
There were armies.
There were roads.
There were roads.
There were my boats.
There were my boats.
There were buttons.
There were hotels.
There were scooters.
There were scooters.
There were
Yes.
hospitals. There were soldiers.
There were soldiers.
There were hostels.
There were hostels.
There were buildings.
Buildings.
There were my players.
Players.
There were rooms.
There were rooms.
There were clothes.
There were
There
clothes.
were painters.
There were painters.
There were pencils.
There were
There were pencils.
pencils.
There were donors. There were receivers.
Very good. Okay, Mrunali.
There were blackboards.
There were blackboards.
There were tables.
There were tables.
There were innkeepers.
There were innkeepers.
There were students.
Huh.
There were players.
There were players.
There were shopkeepers.
There were
There were shopkeepers. There were mats.
there were mats.
There were officers.
There were officers.
There were ships. There were boats.
Okay.
There were aeroplanes.
Okay, very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, very good. Okay, so yes.
There were vehicles.
There were vehicles. Sonakshi, do you want to say?
There were police.
There were police.
There were mobile stands.
Mobile stands. Okay.
There were drones.
There were
Drones.
drones. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, so
There were markers.
there were markers.
There were colors.
There were colors. Okay, yes.
There were blackboards.
There were blackboards.
There were laptops.
There were laptops.
There were mobiles.
Mobiles.
There were computers.
There were computers. Okay, stop. Now everyone please stop. Now please count your sentences and don't tell me, I'll ask you. Just raise up the hands, everyone. 1 minute, everyone just.
80.
You told me, na? 60. 120. 120.
150.
50.
50.
15 only?
05.
05, okay, huh. 100, 100, 60, 130, 90, okay, 70, 101, 100, 56, 100, okay, 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 115, huh? 52, 75. Speak in English. 53. Why you are speaking in Marathi? Okay, so 121. Okay. 186. 249. 220. Okay. 100. 111. 100. Okay. 134. 172. Okay, so now who prepared the story? Yes, Naitik, stand up. And everyone, everyone, 1 minute, 1 minute. Everyone close your notebook. All your, please close notebooks and here listen his story very, very carefully. And Naitik, now you try to produce. Now you try to produce correct pronunciation. Huh? Listen now. Getting? Everyone please listen him very carefully. Rohan, listen him carefully. Everyone. And you have to tell the story again. So therefore please listen him carefully. And Naitik, you try to produce very good pronunciation. Huh? Okay.
My story name is Two Cats and a Monkey. Once upon a time there were two cats. They were good friends.
Vishwajit.
They got a piece of bread while sharing. They made big and small piece. So they began to fight for the bigger piece. At the same time, a monkey saw them fighting. He beat the other bigger piece to make it equal. Again ate the other bigger piece to make it equal. Bit by bit, he ate the whole bread and went away happy. The poor cat lost the bread. Moral: we must learn to share what we have.
Very good, very good. Sit down, Naitik. Very good. Yes, Mayuresh, stand up. Yes. Yes.
There, a monkey. He decided world die. He went to the lion and lion sleep. He slapped the lion. Lion got up and said, "Who slapped me?" He speak. I am slapped lion. I am decided world die. Lion said, "I go, but I feel good." Slap again.
Okay. Very good. Huh? Next, who will? Yes, Swara.
My story name is Squirrel and the Monkey. Once upon a time, there was two friends, the squirrel and puppy. They lived together and play together. They play.
You copied my story.
Okay, no problem. But she's telling na. You tell different. Okay, you tell this same story. No problem. Huh.
They,
You tell. What you use, Avdut? You use very good pronunciation. Huh? Huh.
the squirrel won the game and the puppy lost the game. One day the heavily rain falling.
Okay.
Suddenly the squirrel fall in water and said he called the puppy and puppy is safe reduce squirrel and
Okay. Avdut. Yes. Avdut is very good boy and he is now telling the story. Yes.
My story name
Ah.
is a squirrel and a puppy. Once there was two friends.
once a squirrel and the puppy. The squirrel was very sporty and always being the game. And the huge puppy felt bad and no use of it. Then one day there was the squirrel was it started to rain heavily. The squirrel was and at the height of the tree. He suddenly lost his balance and fall in the rainwater. Then he called his friend Puppy to rescue. Then the puppy come to rescue his life. The squirrel climbed on his back and the puppy take him at a safe place. He thanked the puppy. He thanked the puppy. The moral of the story: everyone is unique from its way.
Very good, Avdut. Very good. Congrats. Yes. Give a big hand for him. Yes. Vidya. Vidya. Yes.
Once a bird asked the bee, after the continuously hard work, you will prepare the honey, but a man can squeeze the honey. Don't you feel sad? Please slide never because you can. Man can squeeze my honey, but not my art of making honey or my hard work. Model of the story is believed to be yourself.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Now, who is there? Who want to tell the story? Who prepared the story? No one now? No one is here? Pranali? Yes, Shashikant, stand up. Don't try to learn it. Just hear the story and tell me as it is.
Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. Yes. Sonakshi, you have to tell me tomorrow. Or now? Can you? Okay, tomorrow. Huh? 1 minute. Huh? Tomorrow. No one is here now? Yes, you can. May I give you a topic? Okay. My friends, or my nation, my society, my school, my favorite movie. Then?
I'm talking on my friends.
Okay. Speak loudly.
I have
Friends.
3 friends, and they are first is Nurjahan, second is Akshara, and third is Shruti. They are my soulmates, and I want to be their best friend, and when I cry, that time they always with me. They doesn't say you're making noise, or they always help me anything, and I also have helped them in trouble or study.
Okay.
And when we meet together, that time we study hard and we play with we fun with together and we study hard.
Okay, very good. Tomorrow now, you tomorrow tell me different story. Okay. So everyone please.
Can I say on my sisters?
But tomorrow. Now the class is over. Going to over. Okay, everybody please write down the homework. Make negative and question sentences and read loudly. Your homework is this. You please write down there HW in your notebook and take your parents' sign there after completing your homework. And please practice your sentences loudly at your home. Homework is make negative and question sentences. Yes, no type, huh? Make question sentences. Negative and question sentences. Yes. Are there teachers? Are there teachers? Okay. Or make negative only. Okay, make negative only, and if possible then make question sentences. Okay, but do not forget to read loudly. It's your task. Please do not forget to read loudly. Please read loudly. Okay, so our class is going to over here, and we'll see the grammar class next. Okay.